Hello there, it's me, Gabbie. Are you ready to craft? I'm ready to craft. Let's talk about what we're gonna do. We are gonna make a staircase style friendship bracelet. Looks a little bit like this. And all we're gonna need to make it is a few pieces of string. Not much, about a fingertip to shoulder's length of string on an adult. So maybe ask the adult at home to help you out measuring. And it doesn't need to be an exact size, just kind of close to that. And maybe a piece of tape. I'm going to use this clipboard to keep things in place, but like I said, a little piece of tape like this will work out just fine. Are you ready to go? Come on. Let's go, let's get out of here.
First up, I am gathering my 3 pieces of string and I'm straightening them out just to make sure that nothing's tangled up. And I'm going to kind of fold them in half so I could see the estimated amount of string I am going to be using. If you have any little knots, make sure you untangle them. And next I'm going to gather all the ends of just one end of all of the strings and line them up with each other. So they're all the same height on that side. But if the other sides don't line up, that's perfectly okay. So I'm going to straighten it out. You can see right here that my other ends don't line up, but I'm going to fold it in half so all the ends are touching and I have a little loop at the top of the other side. And I'm going to fold the knot over, creating a little circle at the top. And gently pull it through so that you do create a loop, something that you can hold on to. And pull it tight and we are going to be ready to go. So I have that little loop and I'm going to put it under the corner of my clipboard to hold it in place just on top of the knot I just made. If you don't want to use a loop at the top, you can just tie a knot about 5 inches away from one end of the string to the other. And right now I am currently kind of just separating my strings and deciding on what pattern I'm going to want to go in. And the first thing I'm going to do is pull aside the color I want to start with. So I'm going to be taking this yellow and creating a 4 shape over the rest of the strings that I'm not currently choosing. So it kind of looks like a 4, and I'm going to lift up those other strings, pull the yellow through that loop, and pull tightly upwards towards the knot that we made. Make sure you're keeping the yellow string tight and your group of other strings tight. You don't want anything to get stuck within each other. And I want to keep repeating that pattern. As you do this, make sure you keep count of how many times you tie the knot with that color, because the amount of knots is going to determine the size of the section that you are making. So right now I am on my 3rd one, I believe, and I am still making that 4, putting the tail of my yellow under the group and through the loop of the 4. This is going to be the only knot you need to know to learn this bracelet. This is the basic knot for almost every friendship bracelet. And as I said before, as you do this, you're going to keep count. I'm going to be moving a little bit faster now, but I tend to do sections of 10 knots per color. When you are ready to change colors, you're going to add your first color back to the group of strings and then choose your next color and separate it the same way we did when we chose our first color to start our bracelet. As you do this, try to use every string and kind of keep an eye on the length at the bottom of each string. You are going to want to use the longer ones before you use the short ones again. Alrighty, so as we finish up, you want to make sure you leave about 2 to 3 inches of string at the end of your bracelet so that you are able to tie it together with either the loop you made at the top or the extra string that we left at the top. And as you do this, remember that this is for a friend. It's a friendship bracelet. So make sure that you are the one to tie it on your friend. And when you tie it on, your friend is supposed to be making a wish. And they can wish for anything that they want. And when the bracelet is on, they're not supposed to take it off. They can't untie it, they can't cut it off. When it falls off all by itself, their wish is supposed to come true. So make sure you are very careful. They try to keep it on for as long as they can, and hopefully you enjoy making bracelets for your friends, and your friends learn how to make bracelets for you.